Hello dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Well, you might be noticing that my voice box is not clear. So probably even today I won't be able to talk with the same enthusiasm that I normally exude, unfortunately, because of my very sore throat here. But cricket is very dear to me, and you dear friends and subscribers are the ones who make up this cricket show, and you are also pretty dear to me. And so that's the reason, whatever be my case, whether I am fit, I am half fit, I'm fit or not, I'm always there with you, dear fans, friends, subscribers, and especially the Cricket Reddit fans. This is a special thanks to you and a special hello to you all, dear friends and subscribers from Cricket Reddit. And Cricket Reddit, I would like to tell you that I've also joined the Cricket Reddit cricket commentary group today on Google Plus, the community. So I wish you to do the same. You could join me on Google Plus, and that would be great stuff, dear Cricket Reddit fans. Well, Cricket Reddit. So Cricket Reddit, hope everything is going well for you all. And well, as far as this particular cricket happening show is concerned, well, what I'm going to look at is yesterday there was an eliminator which was played between Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians did well in the initial stage of the game. They were looking good, but later on, towards the end of the innings, they faltered badly to end up with a score which was not a very challenging score for the Chennai Super Kings. And the end, it was all proved right when the Chennai Super Kings won the match by a comfortable 7-wicket margin. And what it did for the Chennai Super Kings is that it brought them to the Mumbai Indians, the reigning champions of the Indian Premier League. Mumbai Indians were eliminated yesterday, and now Chennai Super Kings will take on the Kings of Punjab in the second qualifiers, which is going to be played tomorrow, I reckon. I just want to see the date here. Tomorrow is the second qualifiers, which is going to be played on Friday. So that is something that I am going to talk about that particular match. And other than that, yesterday on the third one-day international, England went 2-up against Sri Lanka with a real crushing win, by a crushing 10-wicket win over Sri Lanka on the third one-day international at Old Trafford in Manchester, where Chris Jordan took his maiden 5-wicket haul. And right now against Sri Lanka, what Chris Jordan has done, he has shown he's a bundle of dynamite, because he did it with the bat against Sri Lanka. Now he has done it with the ball. So Chris Jordan is really proving a very valuable player, and I think he's a player to be he's a player for the future for England. And yesterday it was raw pace from Chris Jordan, who bowled with lots of pace and venom and got the ball to move either way. Well, so I'll be talking about that one-day international where Sri Lanka suffered a humiliating defeat with the series at 2-1, England leading the series 2-1. And then we will also look at the match which is coming up tomorrow, as I said, the second qualifiers, which will decide which is the team, whether it is going to be Chennai Super Kings or it is going to be the Kings 11 Punjab, who will be making it to the final for a meeting with Kolkata Knight Riders, who are already there in the Indian Premier League finals 2014. So what I'm going to do, let's start off with the eliminator. The eliminator which was played yesterday. I definitely talked to you about the Mumbai Indian innings. Mumbai Indian innings, as I said, they lost their way. In fact, they got a good start from Lendl Simmons and Michael Hussey, and then some contributions coming from Corey Anderson, Rohit Sharma and Pollard. But after that, the other batsmen couldn't really come to the party, and that was the reason that the Mumbai Indians, who were sailing smoothly when Lendl Simmons was out. That was at 143 for 3 when Simmons was at the crease. After that, for the 30 runs, for an addition of just 30 runs, they lost all the, they lost another 5 wickets, and that's what really brought this Mumbai Indians score to, as I said, it was not a challenging score at all at the Brabant Stadium. Well, as far as the Chennai Super Kings innings were concerned, Chennai Super Kings, well, as usual, they had a good start. Dwayne Smith opening with Faf du Plessis, yesterday it was the other way around. It was more of an aggression coming in from Faf du Plessis rather than Dwayne Smith, it was in fact Praveen Kumar would have been pretty unhappy that one of the decisions didn't go his way, and probably he was absolutely surprised when the umpire Bruce Oxenford didn't raise his finger, and Dwayne Smith contributed 24, so that was a good opening partnership which went over the required run rate. In fact, they required a run rate of 8.65 runs per over, but for that, as I said, Dwayne Smith and du Plessis really saw to it that they gave a solid platform and took the maximum advantage out of the power play overs to score 60 runs in 6.2 overs before the first wicket to go was Dwayne Smith, who was dismissed by Harbhajan Singh after making 24 of 20 balls with 4 fours. Suresh Raina came in and joined du Plessis. Du Plessis, after playing a very good innings of 35, was the second victim for Harbhajan Singh of just 20 deliveries, 5 fours and 1 6. And then Brendan McCullum trying to just keep up the tempo that Dwayne Smith and du Plessis, the openers, had provided, succumbed, stumped by Aditya Thare behind the stumps of the bowling of Oja for 14 of 11 balls with 2 sixes, and that was the time the score was 87 for 3 in the 10th over, and there was still something in the game. But all those hopes that the Mumbai Indians had were absolutely squashed by this particular pair, and this was the pair which was David Hussey and Suresh Raina. And what Suresh Raina and David Hussey did is that they first rectified the situation from 87 for 3. They wanted to make sure that they win the match, so they didn't take any risks, and they started really nurdling the ball and only hitting the loose ball for boundaries. But once they went past that stage, it was something, I would say, that both the batsmen were fairly well settled, and they were seeing the ball like a football. And there you go, as Suresh Raina went on to slam an unbeaten 54 of just 33 deliveries with 4 fours and 2 sixes. They went after Pragyan Oja in a big way, both of them depositing Pragyan Oja for sixes. David Hussey also contributed in his own way by making an unbeaten 40 of 29 balls with 2 fours and 3 sixes. And as I said, Pragyan Oja was really targeted, and there was no looking back once David Hussey and Suresh Raina were at the crease. And finally, as I said, thanks to them, they registered a 7-wicket victory to meet Kings 11 Punjab in the second qualifiers, and this partnership was an unbeaten 91 runs unbroken partnership between Suresh Raina and David Hussey. And also one could say that Suresh Raina definitely buoyed up by the news that he was named the captain for the 3 one-day internationals against Bangladesh. Definitely I would say reposed what faith the selector shown in him by making this unbeaten 54. So looking at the bowling figures, Praveen Kumar a bit unlucky, I would say. 4 overs no maiden, none for 27. Really bowled beautifully, I thought, moving the ball both ways. Corey Anderson 3 overs for 35 was costly. Bumrah yesterday, for a change, we saw that Bumrah leaked a lot of runs. In fact, he bowled 3.4 overs, no maidens, and 40 runs and no wicket. Harbhajan Singh was very economical. Not only that, he also picked up 2 wickets. Both the openers' wickets were scalped by Harbhajan Singh. 4 overs no maiden, 27 runs and 2 wickets. Pragyan Oja, who received some severe tap from the bats of Suresh Raina and Hussey, 3 overs for 34 runs with 1 wicket to show to his name. Kieron Pollard bowled 1 over for 10 runs. Suresh Raina was named man of the match. Now let's have a look at the other match, the third one-day international, which was played between England and Sri Lanka at Old Trafford in Manchester. And as I said, Sri Lanka were really sitting ducks to the bowling. In fact, James Anderson provided them the breakthrough first, and after that it was Chris Jordan bowling, as I said, with lots of pace, moving the ball either way and troubling the Sri Lankan batsmen to such a degree that the Sri Lankan batsmen had no answer. And that was very baffling, was that as Angelo Matthews, the Sri Lankan captain, referred into his post-match presentation that this pitch was absolutely flat, and Sri Lankan batsmen showed absolute lack of application, and that's the precise reason they were. In fact, it was a very sorry straight for Sri Lanka, because, as I said, they didn't even play their full quota of, leave alone the full quota of 50 overs. They couldn't even play the half the quota of their 50 overs. They were all out for 67 in 24 overs, and the highest, there are only 3 people who reached double figures: Kumar Sangakkara 13, Jayawardene 12, and Angelo Matthews 11. So the experienced people reached double figures, but well, that was something which was absolutely less, and Sri Lanka went on sinking, and they were all out for 67. Bowling figures, as that Chris Jordan getting his maiden 5-wicket haul in one-day internationals, 8 overs no maiden, 29 runs and 5 wickets, richly deserved that haul. Treadwell, 3 overs unmaiden, 2 runs and 2 wickets. James Anderson providing the breakthrough, 7 overs 2 maidens, 2 for 10, and Harry Goodney, 6 overs 1 maiden, none for 23. And for England, as expected, it was an absolute cakewalk. There's nothing in the pitch. It was easy to bat on. The sun was shining brightly at Manchester and Old Trafford, and as you know, you make hay while the sun shines, and that's what precisely the English openers, Alistair Cook with not out on 30 of 40 balls, 2 fours, Ian Bell 41 of 33 balls, 4 fours, and that 1-6 that he hit was to bring up the winning hit to take England to a crushing 10-wicket victory, and also a 2-1 lead in the 5-match one-day international series against Sri Lanka. It is a 2-1 lead. Now looking at the bowling, Kuleshekara 3 overs, none for 14. Malinga bowled 3 overs for 13. Rangana Herath was costly, 3.1 overs, no maiden, none for 29. Senanaike 1 over for 8 runs, and Priyanjan bowled 2 overs for 9 runs. And as I said, Chris Jordan was named man of the match. Well, now as I said, I'm going to take you down to the match which is coming up tomorrow, and as I said, that is going to be the second qualifiers which is going to be played tomorrow between Chennai Super Kings and Kings XI Punjab at Mumbai. Now, if you look at the for the Chennai Super Kings, well, if they reach the finals by beating Kings XI Punjab, that will be their 7th final that they will be reaching in their in fact, in 7 seasons IPL has been played, so that will be their 5th final they will be reaching. And Kings XI Punjab have not yet reached the finals, so that, so tomorrow they would be definitely thinking that they can do something what they did on the other day. As you remember, the Indian Premier League's highest score was scored by Kings XI Punjab, and that particular score, incidentally, was scored against Chennai Super Kings when Kings XI Punjab put up the highest score on the board in the Indian Premier League 2014 of 231, and we all know what Maxwell did that other day with Ravichandran Ashwin, their best bowler, carted to all parts of the ground, and he almost made Ravichandran Ashwin think as to what to bowl to him. And the man who did that was none other than the prolific striker of the ball, Glenn Maxwell, who pounded 90 of just 38 balls, as you would remember in that knock, and Chennai Super Kings could reply with only 187. So that is something that Kings XI Punjab required tomorrow in the game against Chennai Super Kings to go and meet Kolkata Knight Riders in the first final ever for them. But for Chennai Super Kings, well, they would have learned their lessons, and I'm sure they know what is in store. And for me, as far as the Kings 11 Punjab is concerned, they will have to see they will have to see how they can actually dislodge the opening pair of Brendan McCullum and Dwayne Smith, because the main factor for the Chennai Super Kings in this Indian Premier League 2014 success has been the openers have been setting a solid base. Brendan McCullum and Dwayne Smith in particular, I mean, both of them have put 513 runs in 12 innings in the Indian Premier League. And on the same token, for Chennai Super Kings, Glenn Maxwell will have $1 million prize on his wicket. We all know that for the last 2 matches he has not been in some form, he has been failing. But well, Glenn Maxwell, we all know what he is capable of. So I'm sure Mahendra Singh Dhoni and his troops would have definitely plotted something for Glenn Maxwell and also David Miller. And so that is a game which is coming up, and that should be pretty interesting. And as I said, that is known as the eliminator, because whichever team loses is out, and the winning team would go into a final clash of the Indian Premier League 2014 with Kolkata Knight Riders. Well, just to complete the Cricket Happening show, I'm going to talk about some cricket news. As you know, yesterday India selected a youthful team, and as I mentioned, it is like a reserve team that India has selected. Captain Mushfiqur Rahim of Bangladesh has not taken very kindly at that. He probably, he has alluded that he was a bit surprised that India named a second string team, but he very clearly mentioned that if India lose, it is not India A which is losing the match, but it is the Indian team itself losing the match, even though Indian team are sans the superstars. One does not know what is in store, but the selectors have definitely kept one thing in mind. They have decided to give some rest to all the superstars, and they have decided to go with a young and youthful. Also, that gives them an opportunity to judge the players, probably with the World Cup 2015 in Australia and New Zealand coming up. I thought that was the right way to go. But Mushfiqur Rahim, the captain of the Bangladeshi cricket team, has not really taken kindly at that. Probably he has felt that it is something that is a sort of taking Bangladesh very lightly. Well, I wouldn't say that. Bangladesh nowadays are a very good team, and especially in one-day international they have a good record too. So, but for India, I think it is sheer experimentation, and one will know the outcome when India and Bangladesh play each other in the 3 one-day internationals in Bangladesh before the England tour. And the other cricket news is that Zahir Khan, who was not figuring in the mix of things as far as the test matches were concerned for England, probably one is getting the feeling that he has been dropped on injury grounds, unfortunately, because we all know that last time he went to England with a hamstring injury, he couldn't bowl any further, could not take any further part in the game, and he was ruled out. So probably that is something, that is a point probably which has weighed in with the selectors. Well, I only hope that Zahir Khan really comes back, because I thought he's a really wonderful bowler. He has missed the Indian Premier League too, the latter part. So one only hopes that Zahir Khan gets back on his feet pretty quickly, if at all he's injured. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this note, your host Ram is going to end the cricket show. But again, this is an information for my very dear cricket Reddit fans, friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings, that I have joined your I've joined the Reddit cricket community on Google+. So Reddit cricket, well, you can reciprocate that by joining me on Google+, as this is your host Ram on the Cricket Happening show, who is already there with you. As you all know, I am also on Cricket Reddit, so I hope you'll all join me on Google+ as well. So thank you, Cricket Reddit, in advance, and wish you all, dear friends and subscribers on Cricket Reddit, a very wonderful day. Thank you.